If you're coming across this video now, I'd like you to consider it as your sign to go all in on meditation. If you're someone who has dabbled with meditation, you've had a go at the apps, or perhaps you're having a go at the moment, but you're finding that you're just hitting roadblock after roadblock, this video is going to be for you. It's going to help you. When I was younger, I would have wanted a video like this. I got into meditation when I was 6 years old, and I had absolutely no clue what the path looked like, what the challenges I was going to be facing were, the types of experiences I was going to have. It's a completely invisible path, and you're sort of, led along it, and it's completely up to you to find your own intrinsic motivation and discipline, really determination to stick to the path. Now, I was very lucky in that my dad was a meditation teacher. So although I would have still liked a video like this, I had good guidance. I had people around me to say, oh no, you need to do it like this, or, this problem is happening because of this, that, or the other, or this is how you deal with this particular challenge. And not everyone has that. And I really want this video to help you. So as I said at the start, one of the things that I've noticed is that many people take meditation to be a kind of pastime or a hobby or an interest. If that's your mentality towards it, you won't go very far. And it sounds quite harsh, but it's the truth of it. It'd be like someone, getting to the foot of Mount Everest and being like, yeah, I'm just kind of interested in seeing the top, to be honest. I've not really done much. I'm not really that committed. I'd like to be up there, but, not fussed. They're obviously not going to make it, It's going to be too difficult for them. They're not prepared. But more importantly, they're not committed. And this is a really big thing. And along with commitment is this conviction of like, no matter what happens, no matter how many challenges there are, no matter whether I like it, dislike it, no matter whether people say that's a stupid thing that you're doing or whatever, I'm going to do it. And the other thing to consider is that meditation, although now it's used for various different physical benefits and they're all valuable and accurate, it's true that meditation brings about many physical changes. The great rishis of the past that disappeared off into the forest and disciplined their entire life and dedicated their entire life to this craft of meditation in order to get to the bottom of the truth of reality. It sounds quite a big way of putting it, but that's literally what they did. They took themselves off into the forest and they learnt these methods, which we now call meditation, as tools to access higher states of consciousness and understand reality. It is quite literally the pinnacle of all human endeavor to find God, to find truth, to find the divine. And meditation is the tool to enable that process. So to consider that you can do that just off of an interest is just daft, quite simply. So you have to be determined. You have to be completely committed to this process of meditation. And what I love about commitment, I remember reading a quote on commitment, and the quote went something to the effect, hopefully I don't mess it up, was commitment is doing the thing you said you'd do long after the mood you said it in has left you. I'll repeat that again. Commitment is doing the thing you said you'd do long after the mood you said it in has left you. Now I want that because this has really helped me, I want that to sit with you. And those days, those mornings where you go to wake up and you don't want to do it, or those periods where you're sitting there day after day, week after week, month after month, and you're thinking nothing appears to be happening. Those days where you sit down, you've been practicing meditation for a couple of years, and you sit down and your mind feels busy, and you're like throwing your arms up in the air, being like, why is my mind feeling busy now? I've been practicing this for however long. Why am I still experiencing this type of, mental activity? I want you to understand that have that idea of commitment, and understand that when your mood changes, when the experiences that you're going through vary and they are challenging, because they will be challenging, you are committed. You're completely committed to progress, to moving forward. Just taking one step at a time up the mountain. Meditation in many ways is like crossing this mountain range. We have no idea what is on the other side of the mountain. Every time you get to a peak, it's actually a false summit. So many people I see are claiming that they're enlightened, or they're having an experience that might be very beautiful and profound, but they stop there. They think that that's the ceiling. My teacher asserted to me very, very strongly over and over and over, and it served me so well, never ever stop. No matter how beautiful the experience is, no matter how profound it is, no matter how expanded it is and how enlightened you may feel, never ever stop. Keep pushing, keep going forward, keep striving for more. And this can seem kind of contrary to a lot of the advice that you may hear about meditation. People nowadays talk a lot about just being and just surrendering and not striving. Now, like everything should be in balance. There's aspects of those that are true, but they need to be balanced with the opposites of those. You do need to strive, you do need to aspire, you do need to put in effort. So meditation is very much a paradox, and you need to understand that it's a paradox. So commitment, conviction, and an understanding that you will face challenges. Understand that and have a complete acceptance that you're going to face challenges. These challenges won't appear in the way that you'd probably imagine them to be. It will be things like you suddenly one day start meditating and your mouth will be filling with saliva. Or you'll suddenly start meditating one day and from out of nowhere you feel immense fear. Or you'll suddenly start meditating one day and out of nowhere you start getting really awkward or sharp or funny movements in the body. And many people stop at this point. This becomes a roadblock for them. But I want you to understand that in order to progress, these are the mountain peaks. These are the types of challenges. So when you're experiencing these things, know that it's actually a signal that you've moved a bit closer. You've actually moved further. You've taken a step forward and you've reached the next roadblock. And that roadblock might be something you can just shrug off and it never comes back. It might be a roadblock that sticks around for a year. It might be a roadblock that sticks around for a couple of weeks. But the way to deal with most of these roadblocks is to not give them any mental energy, just to disregard them. Don't consider them to be good, bad, just let them go. Don't give them the energy that they're looking for and come back to your focal point. So I want to keep the video short and sharp and sweet today, but I hope this helps you. Keep pushing. This is your signal to go all in with meditation. All the best. And if you need help, check out my link in the description. You can join my school. Hopefully see you there.